Now, each car with some 700 horsepower will rev to nearly 16,000 RPM and channel it through a clutch plate barely bigger than the palm of your hand. Let's watch and listen. The field is under starter's orders. Green light and a good start on the front row. Hakkinen looking for a way through. They're going 3 and 4 wide on the front straightaway. Turning from right to left, coming up. Great start for Kozar.
Field. Mike Bridges, Scott Richards, and Kurt Zolp here bringing you the Plymouth Panther game. Plymouth Panthers take on the Kettle-Moraine Lutheran, and Scott, it's a special night here at Plymouth High School.
Well, Kurt Zolp on our camera pans down to the crowd. You see a lot of orange. You're going to see it out on the field tonight. It's in honor of Mitch Arnold. It's to help to bring awareness to the fight against leukemia and childhood cancer. Mitch is the son of John and Francine Arnold. He has 3 older siblings, Tony, Elena, and Michelle, all 3 graduates of Plymouth High School. Mitch is a junior and an active participant in many high school activities, including fall play, spring musical, choir, Jolly Pranksters, Mistletones, just to name a few. His voice is like no other in music in many years. Mitch was diagnosed with Philadelphia positive acute lymphoblastic leukemia in May of 2011 at the age of 10. And he's been in remission until this past summer when it came back. He's currently going through treatment in preparation for a bone marrow transplant, and in fact, that's going to happen tonight at 7 o'clock. He receives a life-giving gift of bone marrow from a donor. During the transplant process, there'll be weeks where he'll receive blood products daily until the new marrow engrafts. The Blood Center of Wisconsin and the generous donors have been and continue to be a lifesaver for Mitch. The Arnold family would like to express their sincere appreciation and gratitude to the community of Plymouth and to Team Mitch. This is a quote from them. There is so much love surrounding us, and we feel it. Please know that everything you are doing is helping. We love how many people are donating blood in honor of Mitch and so many other people fighting cancer. As always, your prayers continue to be the best gift. The Plymouth Booster Club will donate their portion of tonight's 50-50 raffle, and this will be used to help grant Mitch a second wish of his choice when he is recuperated from his bone marrow transplant. You know, Mike, I have a daughter-in-law that's twice gone through similar situation. She's doing great, and obviously our prayers and wishes go out to Mitch and the family. And it's pretty neat to see, you know, Plymouth community supports everybody.
That's right. I did spend some tough days down at Children's Hospital myself many years ago. And tough place to be.
But
necessary. Do some miraculous things there.
If you're having a really bad day, take a walk through Children's Hospital.
Right.
But the players are wearing orange pants. It's been a while. There was rumor that a pair might have been mine from high school, but I guarantee you they wouldn't fit me anymore. But no, they're wearing the orange pants for Orange Out, and our students are decked out in orange, and the band's here wearing orange. I've got orange, you got orange, Kurt's got orange, all to just show some support for the family that's going through certainly a tough time.
That's right. Let's get started here. The Panthers will be receiving the kickoff.
Now, KML comes in. They do not have a win on the year. They went to overtime, got defeated by Waupun in overtime. They played pretty tough. They have small numbers.
And Mason Gill.
Gill and Cole are back for the Panthers.
He got 20 kids out for football. He started the season with 18, so Panthers coming off a very, very tough loss to Berlin last week, 28-21, hoping to bounce back. Gill brings the ball up in the return. He's got an open field. He can get to the outside. Nice return, Mason Gill to the 35.
Mason Gill brings
That's
the ball
where the
back
Flint Panther offense will get started. Just give me the starting lineup. We just got
Offense for the Panthers. Number 5, Kate Knaus is at quarterback. 13, Mac Mello, one end. 21, Derek Novotny, running back. 44, Jack Nita, fullback. 53, Mike Troka, center. 64, Cody Hitzman, one guard. 76, Corey Friedrichs, offensive line. Josh Klister, one offensive line. Kohlmeyer, offensive line. Mason Gill, one receiver. And Ben Olson at tight end. And they'll move some kids in and out. We'll catch them whenever we can.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying up the middle, and he's going to have a dozen.
Derek Novotny on the carry, picks up 12. Center part of the line did a nice job. Now, Friedrichs was a little bit questionable. He was dinged up a little bit, but he's out there starting the ball game. Brendan Keller, who's had a great season as a wide receiver, suffered a broken upper arm last week. It'll be about 6 to 8 weeks, and he should be back. I talked to him a little bit ago.
He'll be back for that round ball thing.
Well, you just want him to get healthy.
Again, on the ground. Again, another 12.
Well, once again, Derek Novotny makes such quick cuts. I mean, he makes quick cuts in the hole. He's just, that's what makes him really successful. Now, he rotates in and out with Josh Cole. Josh Cole, 22, coming onto the field right now. Derek's been a little bit dinged up as well.
We'll give credit to that down lineman, too. They're popping a hole. They're winning the battle earlier. First 2 plays, and they've gotten 12 each play.
Well, it looks to me 4-3.
Yep.
4-3 monster is what KML is playing. And at the goal, breaks first tackle, and then somebody else fills in.
Gain of 4.
What a beautiful night for football.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it?
Again.
Cole, the ball carrier.
What is it, last Labor Day weekend? It was in the 50s and 60s and 80 degrees today.
68, Joey Horbus.
Cole comes back off and Novotny back in.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Okay, they put the fullback up in the slot, top of the screen. Other hand up the middle, and Novotny breaks one tackle, scoots up the middle.
1st down, right at the 30.
Derek Novotny breaks around the right side.
Anytime you can run the ball, in high school you run a lot more in your passing. You run the ball, it sets up everything else. And linemen like to block for the run, where they get to go pound on somebody.
You bet you do.
You notice they have the orange ribbons out on the field? Again, to recognize and bring awareness to leukemia.
1st and 10. Wow. 1st down.
North-south.
Gain of 12, 13.
Some less experienced backs might have tried to bounce that outside. Novotny saw it and said, I'm just going towards the goal line.
Yards. 1st down, Plymouth Panthers.
No reason to even think about passing the ball. Kind of Woody Hayes days at Ohio State, we don't pass.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yep. Because only a few of us know who Woody Hayes is.
That's yeah.
Keep it on the ground. Waits for the hole. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Wow, what a great
and a
fake.
flag at the end.
Great fake that Knaus made to Novotny. Novotny carried it out well. Knaus took it on the left side, scored the first TD for the Panthers.
Panther touchdown.
There's going to be a penalty against Kettle Moraine after the touchdown. So that'll be assessed on the kickoff.
And I think the penalty was in the end zone. It might have been a face mask.
Might have been a face. They'll probably assess that on the kickoff.
Well, I don't know. If you can get a half to the distance, they might just say, hey, we'll go for 2. Here comes.
You may be right.
No, because Knaus came off. So you got Booth, he holds, and you got Gossi, he kicks, 24.
Nope, they'll be going for 1.
Booth to hold, Gossi to kick.
Greg Werner on for the extra point.
Greg Werner, something new. Okay, I'm sorry,
Werner.
my fault. Cooper Gossi, I've been doing the kicking.
7. Kettle Moraine Lutheran 0.
This program is brought to you by the Backers, our Plymouth Community TV sponsor team. We're proud to be backers supporting youth and community teams in our community. Plymouth Community Television invites you to become a backer. Spread the word about your fine business organization. As one of the backers, your organization or business will be supporting the continuation of quality programming on TV 14. Give Ginny a call at 920-933-3382 or Scott at 920-889-1819 or just call the studio 893-0006. Check out our website, PlymouthTV.org. The Plymouth Panther Booster Club. The Plymouth Panther Football Booster Club thanks all the fans of Panther football, many businesses in our community who support our cause. Our goal is to support coaches in molding young men to do well in the field, even better in life. Thanks to the Plymouth Community TV, filming, broadcasting Panther football for many, many years. Keep up the good work. As always, go Panthers. Panthers in well under 2 minutes score the first touchdown. Made it look easy on the ground.
Well, it was all on the ground. Again, give that line credit for getting the first couple yards. The penalty has been assessed, so they're kicking off inside the 45. Werner to kick. Ball is fielded at about the 8.
Yep. Up to the 20, maybe 22, and done. That's where the Plymouth defense will go out there. Read me some Neeple from that defense.
Well, defense we're going to go with tonight. Holden Riley at one defensive back. Cooper Gossi playing at the corner. There are your 2 corners. Matt Noah at a linebacker. Aiden Riley playing safety. Josh Cole, linebacker. Corey Huff, linebacker. Jack Needus, linebacker. Cody Hitzman, defensive line. Bryce Lodwick in the middle at the nose tackle. Gabe Hahn, the other tackle. And Mason Gill at the other defensive back. Now, what we call linebackers and defensive backs is a little different because we basically run a 3-5. So they line up in different positions. Coach Knaus has been running that with great success for a number of years. But
Holding is
it
indicated
starts up front, certainly. And it did in that drive. I'm going to give credit to those offensive linemen, Mike Troca, Corey Friedrichs, Josh Kuster, Cole Meyer, Ben Olson, the tight end. They did a tremendous job of giving holes to
There's a holding on the run back, and so it's marched back to the 8-yard line. So not only does Kettle Moraine start in a down 7-0, but they also start deep.
Well, they're going to run the football. They run an option offense. Almost like a veer, 2-back veer set. They try to spread you out, and it's all on deception. Deception and quarterback reads, and
that got nothing.
Josh Cole was right there. Here's what you have to do against this, and you don't see it a lot, which is part of the problem. But what you have to do is you have to just maintain your responsibility. Cole did a great job. He had the quarterback, and the defensive backs read the line in to see how they're blocking, and then they react accordingly.
2nd down and 10.
Handoff to
very little, maybe a yard.
Handoff to the lead back. I just think that the Plymouth down 3, the interior 7 are just have so much more going for them than what Kettle Moraine can throw out there. At one time there was discussion Kettle Moraine was not going to have a varsity this year. And they asked if they could do 8-man for the year, and the WI said no. And they've got a team going, and they have been competitive in a number of their games. But they're definitely, when you've got 9 guys standing on that side of the field, you really can't even run a scrimmage during practice.
3rd and a long 8.
Delay game.
Penalty marker on the field.
Kettle Moraine took too long.
The Chargers a 5-yard penalty.
They didn't get the play off, and so now it's 3rd and a bunch here. 3rd and all 13.
Well, and when you run the option, you probably don't work on your passing game a whole lot. you certainly work on it, but the reality is they've got themselves backed up back. Butts are almost on the goal line.
Yep.
Difficult start for the Kettle Moraine Chargers.
There's the pitch. Covered well.
Yeah.
Very little gain.
Yeah, well
so
covered.
Kettle Moraine will be kicking deep in their own end zone.
The Chargers run the option to
what
the
win
right.
you have would be from the top right of your
Caleb
screen to
Schultz,
the bottom
the ball
left.
carrier,
Kind of an angled green out of the
Fourth and
southeast.
11.
A little bit of a breeze.
Panthers are going to get great field position. They're standing at midfield, awaiting the punt.
Andrew May in punt formation.
They got a
I
piece of
believe
the
it
bunt.
may have been touched.
They did. Actually, if it's been
And
touched,
still rolled to
it's
the 45.
It's still 45, so it ends up being about a 40-yard kick. If it's been touched, you can touch it, and it's not a fumble, but nonetheless, the Panthers will take over in good shape.
45-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
So the Panthers take over inside the Kettle Moraine Lutheran territory around the 45. Visit the Paddock Club located in downtown Elkhart Lake with its chef, Lynn Chisholm. Celebrates the bounty from local farmers using old world techniques by making artisanal homemade pastas, bread, house-smoked meat sandwiches, and so much more. Stop in Tuesdays for their special small plate menus. The weeks change weeklies and give you an opportunity to try multiple dishes at a very reasonable price. Open Tuesday through Sunday, serving dinner in the bar or dining room. Comfort food made with love for you and your family. That's the Paddock Club. Also, the Bill Kane team of realtors, auctioneers, and appraisers is proud to be a backer of the Plymouth Community TV. Our team can assist you in any of your moving needs and questions. Let us use our 30 years of experience to work for you. 893-8842 or 980-2588. That's Bill Kane.
Don't forget to get
Realty.
your 50-50 raffle tickets near
Lastly,
the entrance.
Piggly Wiggly is your one-stop shop for all your party needs. Our deli department has a variety of subs, party trays, homemade signature salad. Don't forget the fresh baked hard rolls. Remember to stop and shop the Pig and Save. Go Panthers. Panthers had a good run of offense. Their defense stood up. Now the offense back again inside Kettle Moraine Lutheran territory.
Well, and KML had nothing going. The Panthers are a disciplined defense. Last week they had literally got torched a little bit on some long pass plays, but they've adjusted, they've adapted, made a couple little adjustments because of injuries.
They keep it on the ground. Caught from behind there for a gain of maybe
Derek
3.
Novotny tries the right side. Tackled by Daniel Kane after a 4-yard gain.
Actually, Dan Kane, the guy that made the tackle for KML, came from the backside.
Second down, 7. Ball on the 42 of Kettle Moraine. Back to pass. First pass of the evening.
Ooh, that sailed.
Overthrown.
When it sails like that, usually it's more to do with your feet than your arm. Quick stop out to
Knauss's pass overshoots intended receiver Mac Mella. 3rd and 6.
now. With the Panther defense playing so well,
you're going on 4th down. Back to pass.
Nice job just getting out of trouble. Nice throw. Wow,
nice
done.
catch. Caught at the 28-yard line. First down.
I tell you, Cade Canal showed great pocket awareness. He had a little bit of pressure coming from his left side. Waited for Mella. You know, they've been playing pitch and catch for probably 10 years now, and maybe more. And just well done. Well, now what they do, they're putting Mella out wide more. Aiden Riley will play some wide receiver. They probably will go more tight end with Olsen in the ball game more just because of Keller being out. Direct snap inside to Novotny. KML played it pretty well.
He's going to get 3. Gets to the 31.
Well, you remember the touchdown was scored on a fake dive, and Canals carrying it around the left side. It almost looks like their coach and they had that timeout say they're going to have to do something other than run the middle. And so far, they've had success. We've had 2 runs, both for 3 yards, compared to 12, 12, 16.
Yeah. Well, they know how they got their first touchdown. They're going to be playing this game.
There goes Canals
That's
again.
how you get it.
Go to the goal line, attaboy.
That's how you get it. Gain of 17.
Around the left side. First down, Plymouth Panther.
There was a nice block. I think it was Mella at the top of the screen. One of the 2 receivers really threw a nice block. Cole comes in, gives Novotny just a little rest. Derek, they're trying to hold Derek out of the defense just because he had a little bit of a banged up shoulder. Maybe the rest will help him out.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
So Cole Needus and Canales in the backfield. Hand it to Cole. Waits for the blocking to go, and then KML comes back in.
Gets to maybe the 7.
And the handoff is to
4.
Josh Cole. Over the left guard for
Aiden Riley
5
was in
yards.
at receiver on that series. Cole
Second
comes
and
out.
5.
Gill and Novotny come back in. Again, I think the arsenal for the Panthers is pretty wide open tonight.
That's right. 2nd down and 6.
And so Novotny
Got
finds a hole.
touchdown.
Finds a hole, and then he lowers his shoulder. Again, he does a great job of dancing with those feet. So,
touchdown, Panthers.
4:32 left in the first quarter, and the Panthers go up 13-0 over KML. Coming to you from the top of the press box at Finke Field.
Bringing you a special night here.
Touchdown, Josh Cole on the carry. Touchdown, Plymouth Panthers.
The kids are here dressed in orange.
Kids are all in orange. The team's all in orange.
Werner on for the extra point.
Must have been an offside against KML.
If you're halfway to the goal, let's go. Let's run it. Come on. Come on.
You know, but the thing is with the coaches, I'm sure from Plymouth, they're not going to try to do anything that looks like they're embarrassing anybody. Well, it's a pop-up, but it's good. Shortstop would have caught that one, though.
14-0 Panthers.
Plymouth Panthers 14. The Kettle Marine Lutheran Chargers 0.
The kids are excited. The crowd's excited. The Panthers are up 14-0 with 4:32 left in the first quarter. Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom, located behind McDonald's in Plymouth, has a fine selection of furniture, including sofas, gliders, recliners, end tables, mattresses, bedroom sets, dining room sets, a full line of leather sofas and chairs, plus a whole lot more. Stop by and take a look around at Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showrooms. You'll be delighted with what you see. Ace Supply and Rental, located at 24th Thayer Street, has everything you need to tackle those fall lawn care projects. They offer everything from aerators, side cutters, thatchers, scratchers, edgers, trenchers, lawn spreaders, much, much more. Check them out at Ace Supply and Rental, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 4, 893-8676. That's Ace Supply and Rental. Plus, 20/20 Vision has been dedicated to eye care needs for their patients for over 20 years. They're committed to providing the best care possible for their patients. Isn't it time for your checkup? Call 20/20 Vision, 893-EYES to schedule your appointment. Be wise. Take care of your eyes. Plymouth Panthers take a 14-0 lead, Scott, and they made it look pretty easy.
They did. They got great field position. They had a couple, you know, KML held on a couple of first downs, only gave up 3. Werner to kick. Down to almost the 15-yard line.
There's a flag. It'll be blocked beyond the back. I saw a block in the back.
Penalty markers fly on
Couple
the return
flags.
by Caleb Schultz.
That's all they need. They're down 14-0, and they got a flag on them. It's marching it back 10.
They've had 4 flags. We're only 7 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
They've had a face mask, 2 holds, and an offsides, and you know it's.
I mean, I saw the block in the back. It was so obvious that two.
That you saw it.
Hey, I saw it, and two of the officials.
Well, and one of the things, you know, there was years when you and I coached freshman football, and some years we had huge numbers, and some years we were down a little bit. And the thing when you're down a little bit, though, you can you got more time per player.
Yep.
And so those are things you try to work on, but you're still talking 16, 17, and a few 18-year-old kids. And you get guys that paid a lot more money than these guys do and still commit some of those mistakes.
1st and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line. Nothing going.
Again, the option offense is designed on ball fakes, but if those 3 down linemen take care of their linemen and get any penetration, it won't work. Because if you can't establish, unless you got a really, really quick quarterback and halfback, if you can't get the fullback dive going a little bit, it just won't go.
2nd down and nearly 10. There's going to be a flag.
Penalty marker on the play.
That's going to be 5 against Kettle Moraine, I believe. I believe they jumped.
Illegal procedure is the preliminary signal against the Chargers. A 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15.
And you know they are penalties that are right there. Officials got to call them.
Yep. Well, if I can see them,
if you can see them,
then they got to be called.
Well, it was 2 or 3 guys that jumped, so it almost seemed to me like the center just didn't snap the ball. Well, if you're going to throw the ball, you got the wind at your back and you're backed up. They're evidently not going to throw the ball.
They gain a yard. Maybe 2. Second down 13.
Just from my perspective, it's like, what do you got to lose? You're down 14 to nothing. You're in the first quarter. Yes, you're in a tough situation, and you don't want to get. But they're not getting anything with the run.
2-yard gain. 3rd and 13.
Panthers 2 deep safety down.
Back to pass. First pass of the evening for Kettle Moraine.
That's going to be a touchdown.
Intercepted, and it could be a touchdown.
Riley.
And it is.
Aiden Riley sitting there waiting for the, here again. They tried to throw it. They did max protect. 2 receivers out. Pressure up the middle.
That truly was a Todd Niles pass.
Yeah.
It almost quacked up there. It was a floater up there that said, please take me.
Well, I got to believe Aiden Riley's eyes were about the size of a paper plate.
That's
that
too
thing
easy.
is sitting there. Hey, but good for the Panthers.
Panthers get their 3rd touchdown with 2:37 left in the first quarter. They go for 1. Up and good.
Aiden Riley slid over to safety tonight just to move Gossi in and give Novotny a little breather. And paid off for him.
0.
Gives me a chance to talk about Plymouth Plumbing and Heating, offering a wide variety of services, including faucet repair, drain cleaning. They also feature a large range of products, from water softeners, heaters, to boilers, disposals, plus a full line of Kohler products. Check out the beautiful Kohler showroom at Plymouth Plumbing and Heating. Don't forget, like us on Facebook, Plymouth Plumbing and Heating. State Farm Insurance, stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with the kids' finances and insurance. Let State Farm and agent Jim Schultz in Plymouth help you simplify and get up to a better state. Because with Jim handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you save everything, including money. Because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts up to 40%. Give Jim a call today, 893-9668. Races Hall, many entertainment opportunities for your fun day or evening out. Watch your favorite game or race on TV. Enjoy the outdoor playing horseshoes. Watch garden festivals. Taking a view from our deck. Our banquet hall is available for weddings, parties, fundraisers, business opportunities. Restaurant business hours Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to bar close. Restaurant 9 to 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. It is Races Hall.
Short kick fumbled. Boy, I'm not so sure that came out.
I think they have the ball, but it's at the 25.
Is recovered by Preston Barrett at the Charger 25-yard line.
Well,
First down,
the good news for the Charger, they're at the 25. They didn't lose the fumble, and they didn't have a penalty.
There you go.
So that's progress. Again, we'll get that same defensive alignment. I'm looking out to see if there are any different numbers Riley at defensive back, Cooper Gossi defensive back, McMella linebacker, Aiden Riley defensive back, Josh Cole linebacker, Corey Up linebacker, Jack Needus linebacker. They're going to run the play. We'll get the rest.
On 1st and 10 from their own 25. Checking out our left side, and they got some room out there. There's a first down, the first down of the evening by Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
What they did differently, no fake. They just let the running back lead and block, and it was a great block by the wide receiver at the top of the screen. First down for KML.
First down.
We get back to the D-line. Cody Hitzman, Bryce Ludwig, Gabe Hahn, Mason Gill, another defensive back. So that's the defensive lineup for the Panthers, the way they started the ball game. Yeah, it was well run. Quarterback showed some nice wiggle once he got through the line.
Ball on the 38-yard line of Kettle Moraine. 1st and 10.
Same play.
Test the other side. There's your pitch.
Gossi.
And that's what happened.
Well, he really, he did his job.
He sure did.
Now, Cooper's played some safety. He's been backing up at defensive back. I'm not sure it's his first start, but I know he's starting at corner. I talked to Coach Canals today. They just thought, O'Reilly's been starting at corner with Novotny. They felt, hey, Gossi and Aiden Riley and Holden Riley. Got to remember there's 2 Rileys out there. But Gossi's soft, so you got a sophomore in Riley, you got a sophomore and Aiden Riley and a sophomore in Cooper Gossi.
2nd and 18. There's I was going to say a pass, but no, it's not going to happen.
He has
Loss on the play.
time at all.
Loss of 3.
Benjamin Washburn is brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no play fake, and I'm sure all week the Panther D worked against the option. But they really haven't seen it. They'll see it next week as a kid from Gloucester, quarterback, real good athlete, real quick. But they just collapsed the pocket. There was nothing there.
3rd and all of 20, maybe 21 here. They have to get up near midfield, and their ball is now sitting at the 29-yard line. And there's going to be
marker on the field. Illegal procedure is indicated.
And 5 more marched off.
A 5-yard penalty.
Boy, it's just
somebody up on the line moved.
This first quarter has been difficult for him.
Well, they had the flanker. Top of the screen was a flanker, so he's off the line of scrimmage. He can go in motion. And the coach asked him, and he said somebody pulled his foot back. Must have been the guy down in the line.
Certainly a passing situation at 3rd and 25.
Well, and the way there have been no time at all for that QB.
So they're running the outside, testing it, got some room. Gonna run short of it. He gets 15 yards.
Well,
but it's bring up 4th and 10.
Well, and they definitely had a lot more success on one side than the other.
It's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and all of 10.
4th and 10 from the
certainly, I believe, a punting situation for Kettle Moraine. They're going to count down the final seconds of the first quarter, and that is it. End of first quarter, the Panthers lead.
Your Plymouth Panthers 21. The Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 0.
It's 21-0 Panthers here as we get into the second quarter, and it gives me a chance to thank Meyer Motors in Plymouth, your source for new quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and now offering emission testing. Meyer Motors has been doing business right here in Plymouth since 1926, Scott. That's probably when Brad Wahlberg was supposed to graduate from high school.
To show our
you can visit them at GoMeyerMotors.com. Feel free to stop through and meet our friendly, knowledgeable staff at Meyer Motors. Meyer Motors, always a better deal. Waldo State Bank, local, independent like you. Waldo State Bank, serving the community since 1913. Wow. That might be when you were supposed to graduate, Scott.
Well, I've got a little Waldo blood in me, my dad and my grandmother was from Waldo.
Yep, 119 North Depot Street, Waldo, Wisconsin, WaldoStateBank.com, member FDIC.
Now,
let's get back to business here. It's going to be 4th down.
Riley and Novotny deep. Now they're kicking into a wind that's more almost right to left on the screen, and it's picked up a little bit.
That's right.
So you don't have to go back too far to catch it.
They're going to let it go.
Yeah, it went Panther bounce.
The ball's going to settle in
Andrew
at.
May's punt
Oh,
settles in at
They
the
got a bad
Panther
spot. I would argue it if I thought it mattered.
Right around the 35.
The Panthers will start from their own 35-yard line, first and 10.
35-yard line, first down, Plymouth Panthers.
Same offensive lineup coming on the field. Knaus at QB, Mel at one end, Novotny at running back, Nidus at the other running back, Troka at center, Hitzman, Friedrichs, Klister, Cole Meyer in the line, Ben Olsen tight end, Mason Gill at a receiver. That's the way we started. 21-0, 11:51 to go just in the second quarter.
That's right.
2 offensive scores, 1 defensive score so far for the Panthers.
Enough room to get close to a first down. We'll see where they place it. It's all of a gain of 9-10.
Josh Cole
on the Jets. You know the difference between Novotny and Cole?
yards.
Novotny's really quick
First
in the
down,
hole.
Plymouth
Once he gets
Panther.
going, he's got really good quickness. Cole, north-south. He turns
Yep.
his shoulders, bang. He's heading straight north-south. Just different styles, and that's where they both work. One a junior, one a senior. Novotny a senior, Cole a junior.
First and 10 Panthers, the ball on their own 45-yard line. Straight up the middle. Gain of 8.
Novotny goes over
Panthers
the right
enter
tackle for an 8-yard
Tullamarine
gain.
territory.
Brought down by number 50, Caleb
The Panthers will
Grotke.
travel to Kewaskum next week, Scott.
That right now, and based on who Kewaskum plays tonight, Kewaskum will be undefeated. They had one real tight game with Campbell Sport, but they're 4-0 right now, and I believe who they play tonight, they should be 5-0 coming into next week's game. Should be a huge game at Kewaskum.
On second down and 2, a gain of all of 8 inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line of Kettle Moraine. Panther running game still charging forward.
You know, this is one of those games where
the center of the Charger defense.
they're not going to be throwing it
For
a lot.
another first down.
You know,
Plymouth
they
Panthers.
haven't had to.
Why bother?
They haven't had to do anything fancy.
They've had 2 passes,
Yep, one is
1 incomplete and 1 for a first down. That's all the Panthers have had. The 1 pass Kettle Moraine has had was brought back for a touchdown for the Panthers. They're straight ahead. When you're gaining 5 and 6.
well, and other than Knaus's
Novotny
I
breaks
call him a
tackle
keeper.
before being
They haven't run
brought
Novotny
down by
outside. They ran
number
Cole outside on the jet
77,
sweep. He
Daniel
picked up
King.
15 yards. Cole in the ball game for Derek Novotny
Second
right
and
now.
6.
Second down, the ball inside the 35-yard line. Second and long, 5 for the Panthers. To keep it on the ground, first down. Inside the 30 down to the 27.
Josh Cole,
Well,
the ball carrier.
and when KML's dedicated more people to that tackle-to-tackle gap, Knaus has kept it
Is
for
tackled
huge
at
gains, one for a
the
touchdown.
Charger 27-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Plymouth Panthers.
Ball on the 27, first and 10 Panthers. Keep it on the ground. Plenty of room. Breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Inside the 10, down to the 9, 8-yard line.
Derek Novotny.
Again, great
Carries the
initial
ball
push
inside
by the
the
line. Watch the
Charger
line; they just
10-yard
push
line.
people back.
First and goal,
You know,
Plymouth
and you
Panthers.
certainly feel some empathy for the KML kids. Most of them are playing both ways. Corey Teschlag in at one of the receiver spots, number 81. Lonnie gets it again. Sidesteps one in the hole. Just shy of the goal line.
Just a yard short.
Novotny
That
breaks his one
that
off the
view,
right
and again,
tackle.
obviously our instant replay is not
Down
working.
near the goal
Yeah.
line.
But he just sidestepped some kid in the hole.
7 yards on the play.
That's a gift to be able to do that.
Second and 1.
Second and goal from the 1.
I'm guessing Novotny here. How about you?
Well, that's my first guess.
And he doesn't even get knocked down. He's in the end zone.
Pushes across the line for another Plymouth Panther touchdown.
That's just size almost per man. I noticed they rotate a few in out on the field, and you're going to see a lot more of them now. And I hate to mention this, but there is what they call a mercy rule in football. It's supposed to start in the second half. A 35-point lead, the clock can run continuously, only stopping or a quarter.
But that's neither here nor there because they just missed.
It only starts in the second half. Last year at KML, up 35-0. The KML coaches said, you can run it in the first half.
It is 27-0 now. Panthers leading, 8:14 left in the half. Four Season Comfort is located at 633 Eastern Avenue in Plymouth and can be reached at 893-8900. Four Season Comfort handles Bryant, Mitsubishi, ductless heating and cooling systems. That's Four Season Comfort. Plymouth Glass is a family-run business, and we are honored to serve the people of our community. At Plymouth Glass, we offer a wide variety of services, including standard custom shower enclosures, aluminum storefront windows, doors, safety glass, glass tabletops, thermal pane replacement, plastics, cabinet glass, many patterns to choose from. Stop in at Plymouth Glass. We'll handle all of your glass needs. Buying or selling a home may be the most stressful financial decision of your life. Minimize that stress by working with John Nelson of Pleasant View Realty in Plymouth. John is a successful, caring, experienced, full-time realtor with support by the finest real estate staff marketing in the area. Call John at 980-2539 or email him at john@pleasantviewrealty.com. Plymouth Panthers have dominated here, 27-0. We're still early in the half.
Werner gets into one, carries down to the 5. They're going to have another penalty.
And a flag on the play. I have no idea what this is about.
Well, it happened at about the 27. Let's see.
That would be so tough if it's against Kettle Moraine. And it is.
Oh, yeah.
The return is 15 yards.
They'll be marching something off against Kettle Moraine.
I'm
making
looking.
The job only tougher.
It looks to me like they went back to the goal line. The ball was at about the 20. Well, I don't know what the discussion is, but make a mark here.
There are penalty markers on the field.
Blocking the back, which is the pushing, and then it's. Well, I don't know why that took so long. They're certainly going to take the penalty.
Yes, they're marching back.
The use of hands is indicated against the Chargers.
It's going to go back to the 11-yard line.
At the 11-yard line, first down, Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
So again, a tough spot. It's not like you can go change your offense in the middle of the second quarter. They are what they are, and the Panthers have pretty much dominated both sides of the ball. Again, if you can't run a fullback, that Gabe Hahn has been a tremendous all year, slashing from that defensive end spot, made the tackle on that play.
1st and 10 from the 11.
Caleb Schultz is met immediately by Gabe Hahn on the tackle. No gain on the play.
With no gain, it brings up 2nd and 10. Testing the other side. Nothing there.
Mella held up the block very, very, very well. The quarterback couldn't get inside, and then he made the tackle. Got his arms extended inside, the offensive blocker.
Washburn tries the right side, pulled down by Mac Mella.
Loss of a half a yard.
1 yard loss on the play.
They're down almost 11 for the Panthers. For Kettle Moraine.
It's tough night, tough season for KML.
Another loss.
Holden Riley.
Washburn's pass is complete.
Read that from his safety spot. Played it to perfection.
Brandon Heckendorf. He's dropped immediately by Cooper Gossi. 5-yard loss.
Another nice play. Another nice play.
It was a great play.
Brings up 4th down and 15, and they're punting out of the end zone.
Formation.
The Panthers will get the ball
Riley.
certainly
I don't think
inside
they have to be this deep. I think
Kettle-Moraine territory.
Yeah, with this wind, in fact, it's picked up just a little. At least
Yeah.
up here, it's picked up. Oh, it's a bad snap. Yeah, it's going to come down. Riley, fair catch. Nice
Caught
job.
inside the 30.
Nice job, Holden Riley.
At the Charger 30-yard line. First down, Panther.
Plymouth Panthers have excellent inside the 30-yard line. That's where they'll start out. You can see what they're trying to spell out down here on the, we'll see if we can get the camera on it. They're spelling out Mitch down here on the track. You got to kind of use your imagination a little bit, but it is, let's say, kind of, that's what they're trying to do, say Mitch, and it is for Mitch Arnold. We'll tell that story again in just a bit. Incomplete.
Cade Knaus's pass is intended for Corey Tetschlag.
This whole night is about
Second and 10.
Leukemia awareness.
Leukemia awareness.
There's so many different forms of leukemia. I certainly don't know the number, but it's not. There's just not one. But it's a blood disorder, and obviously, poor kid's had it since he was 10. Was doing okay.
On the ground.
Knaus on a keeper, and he's
not much. Gonna bring up a
Knaus on the keeper.
3rd down and 7.
Moves the ball down to the Charger 27-yard line. 3rd and 7.
Obviously 4 downs here for the Panthers.
Oh yeah, Panthers are going to just keep pounding. Back to pass.
Swings it out to Josh Cole in the flat.
He's got the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds at the 15.
Knaus's pass is complete to Josh
great
Cole.
seal block. Cole picks up.
Tears down the sideline.
About
to
12.
the Charger 15-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
So the Panthers once again deep in KML territory, up 27-0 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lonnie gets the carry outside. He's going to run, beat people to the end zone, touchdown. Again,
touchdown,
those quick. I say this a lot.
Outside for a Plymouth Panther touchdown.
Panthers go for 1. Little low, but it is good. Makes it 34-0 Panthers.
Point is good. The score,
let's take a shot again down on the field, if you would, Kurt.
The Kettle-Moraine Lutheran Chargers 0.
They're spelling out the word Mitch here, and we know who that's for, Scott.
We certainly do. We've talked about it numerous times tonight. Mitch Arnold, a high school junior, he's had a reoccurrence of a form of lymphoblastic leukemia. He's actually getting a bone marrow at Children's tonight at 7 o'clock, and the kids are trying to show their support. More importantly, and I shouldn't say more importantly, and very importantly, make people aware of leukemia and the costs involved, and so they're trying to raise money. And Plymouth community's had a little of this in the last couple of years, but Actually, they did. I think they did a great job.
That's pretty good.
Darn right.
Let's get back to action here. The Plymouth Panthers lead 34-0. 4:57 left in the half. I'm going to take a moment here to thank Gritz Auto Service, a full-service domestic imported repair facility offering fast, affordable, and reliable towing and repairs. We offer clean, comfortable waiting area, Wi-Fi available, player for kids. Check us out for your next repair. Give them a call, 893-5024. That's Grit Auto Repair.
Warner getting every kick's a little bit deeper. All he's got the wind. Inside the 5. K-Mel's got the ball. First man slowed him up, and then the whole posse showed up for the Panthers.
Stop him with the 15, Scott.
So they've had one time they started at the 25, but they've had penalties and just haven't gotten nothing. You have one first down, nothing going against the Panther defense. We'll try to see. This is probably we'll start seeing a few faces a little bit different. Not too many as I'm looking out on the field.
First down, Kettle Moraine at their own 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10.
Straight dive, first gain of substance
Hey,
on that dive.
3-4.
Yeah, through 4.
The handoff is inside. Five-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down. No gain.
Nothing going.
Nope,
Again, they
nothing
picked up
there.
that
Loss
3 on
of-
that
maybe a
first
loss
one and
of
nothing
one.
going.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Kettle Moraine.
One on the play.
Again, Mike, they tried the one dive, picked up a few, and they tried a second. Usually the dive sets up everything else, and if that's not working, another just a quarterback keep. Well played by Mel again.
Oh, fumble.
Well played. Mack fights off the blocker, makes contact. Quarterback fumbles it, and luckily for KML, they fell on the ball
Fumble on the
for the
play,
Panthers, who
recovered
sit
by
at the 11.
Noah
So they're going to have to
Steinbrenner.
punt again.
About a 6-yard loss on the play.
So we're going to bring up third down and a
Brings
dozen.
up 4th and 12.
Panthers again will get great field position. They'll be certainly in Kettle Moraine
Again, Riley and
territory
Devonni
after this punt.
deep. KML short a player. There comes one. There again, you have great respect for the kids from KML. They're showing up. And I'm sure they're at every practice. They're having tough times during the ball games, but they're showing up. Takes a lot of guts and a lot of heart.
Riley and Novotny will be expecting this punt towards them.
It's
going to be short.
They're
It's
just
going to
go
be
to bounds. Caught in the sideline by Kate Canal. So he not only can throw a ball, he can catch it too.
Yep,
The
yep,
punt
once
is
in a while.
angled out of bounds. The Panthers will take over on their Kettle Moraine 39-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panther.
Gives me a chance to talk about Bank First. At Bank First, you'll discover what community banking is all about. Local people making local decisions to help make banking easy. Our ties to the Plymouth area are strong, and we're fully committed to our community. Visit us today and discover what makes Bank First an easy choice for all your financial needs. That's Bank First National.
So 2:40 to go in the first half. The Panthers up 34-0. Have scored on every possession. Scored once.
Any point scored now by the Panthers could make a continuous clock already in the first
It's supposed
half.
to start in the second half. The coach on the other team can say go ahead and start it if he wants. It's up to him. Aiden Riley's interception for a touchdown was the other score. Otherwise, 4 possessions, 4 TDs for the Panthers. Devonni kicks it outside again.
Cuts
Shuts
it
up
in.
the middle. Now
He
it's
could
a
be
now
gone.
it's a race.
And he is. Touchdown
The
Panthers.
handoff is to Derek Novotny.
40-yard scamper.
For a Plymouth Panther touchdown.
And it is good. 41-0 here with 2:32 left in the half, and they will be discussing if both coaches agree. If both coaches agree, they could go to a continuous clock already, Scott.
They can, and I tell you, who's getting real tired out is kids down on the track who do push-ups for every point.
We got some boys doing push-ups here. They're going to get tired before this night's over. I want to thank Drs. Tim and Cheryl Ziegler and the staff of Advanced Eye Care, because they can provide all your eye care needs. Whether it's vision or eye health testing, a new pair of glasses, wide selection of frames or contact lenses, give Advanced Eye Care a call. 893-8474. Advanced Eye Care, leading the way to total vision awareness. Taken around the 3, brought up to the 20, to the 25, and that's where it'll stop, somewhere around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Well, they have stopped the clock, so they really are going to continue the way we've been going.
With 2 minutes to go and a half, it probably wouldn't make, it's not a big deal. Walker Saladini, 51 in the defensive line at this time for the Panthers. 63, Dawson Smith also out there on the D-line. Hahn still on the line. Defensive backs stay the same. Gossi, Holden Riley, Aiden Riley, and Gill. My suspicions are the rest of the linebackers are pretty much the same as well. Straight dive.
Nothing there.
Caleb Schultz, the ball carrier.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half a yard.
Stacked up by the Panther line.
We're getting down to the 2-minute mark here in the half. In high school football, the clock does not stop at the 2-minute warning.
Nope.
It just keeps running.
They used to give you a 4-minute warning. I'm not even sure they do that anymore.
Nope.
For those that couldn't see the clock. Well, at one time there were no clocks. They had it on their wrist.
2nd and 9. Loss on the play. You can see that was going nowhere.
Well, if there's no, if they have not run a dive fake or a rollout and just a little toss, so the defensive backs, as soon as they read the lineman run, they're just flying to the ball. There's nothing, no chance.
A play of -8.
Here again, this
loss
team.
Loss of 8 or 9 is going to bring up 3rd down and probably 18 if I'm looking right.
This team lost to Waupun. They had a chance during regulation and lost to them in overtime. And they played, I'm trying to think with the other schools, they played pretty tough.
3rd down and 18. Nothing there.
So nobody's stopping the clock. The Panthers could, but they're not going to. They're going to let it run out.
Oh, yeah.
They'll punt it. The clock will stop. I wouldn't be surprised to see us even take a knee.
Schultz on the dive play for no gain.
Leaving the defense on the field. Holden Riley
4th and
going back.
18.
That's single back. The punt return. And I'm sure the coaches are saying if you can't field it cleanly, just let it go. They're going to kick the ball with about 20 seconds to go in the half. Oh, now, Aiden Riley went back. Now he's going back up near the line. And the ball snapped over the kicker's head. It's going to be kicked out of bounds.
May gets the punt away, sails out of bounds near the Charger 40-yard line. 1st down, Plymouth Panther.
13 seconds left. Panthers will go into halftime ahead 41-0.
Alex Little, going about number 75 on the field. 74, Zach Kraus. Cole Booth is the QB. And again, I'm going to guess that our QB is I think Troca's still the center. Yeah, Booth just took a knee.
Cole Booth takes the knee to end the first half of play.
So this first half ends, Scott. It's been all Plymouth Panthers.
All Plymouth Panthers.
One first down for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Panthers are just running
Again,
well.
You feel for their kids. You know, the Panthers are not going to try to do anything that would embarrass them at all. And, you know, when you only got 18, 19 kids by the 5th game of the year, you're getting a little tired out. So, well, Panthers will start the second half, and I believe we get the football to start
we'll
the second half.
We'll be back for the second half.
Really, the conference for them, other than in volleyball and basketball, is fun. The problem you get is not only do they have that Lutheran school in Jackson, they got Livermore Lutheran who built a dormitory. You know. Wisconsin came down a little bit too.
Is this the after 3 too? This is.
I
think this is the 3 minute.
I think it is.
Take this last opportunity to get your 50-50 raffle ticket. All of the proceeds tonight will go to the Arnold family to help grant Mitch a second wish as he recuperates from a bone marrow transplant. Almost your last chance to get your 50-50 raffle ticket tonight.
Welcome back to the second half of football. Mike Briggs with Scott Richards, Kurt Zolp bringing you Plymouth Panthers versus the Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and it's been all Plymouth Panthers. I can give you some stats, and you already know what I'm going to tell you. The Plymouth Panthers had 22 carries for 220 yards, meaning they're averaging 10 yards a carry in the first half. They had 2 for 4 for 25 yards and 11 first downs. Now let's compare that to Kettle Moraine. They have 17 carries for 12 yards. That means they're under a...
I'll bet if you really went back, it's negative because, yeah.
Let's go to their passing. They're 1 for 2 for -3 and an interception. So they've had 1 first down in the first half. That's how dominating the Panthers are in the first half. And so there will be a continuous clock to start out the second half. And as long as the Panthers remain 35 points ahead, the clock will run, except for timeouts or injuries on the field.
Well, one thing, about the Panthers' yardage, they had such unbelievable field position. I think their longest drive was 45 yards or something like that. And, or it would be worse. Because Novotny had a couple of, about 20-yard runs for touchdowns.
Yep.
Nobody was going to catch him if he starts that back here at the 30. But now somebody said, talk to me on the sideline going down, what do you say? Well, if you're the K-Mount coach, you just listen, go out there and try to, play your game, try to learn from what's going on. They obviously have a physical advantage. You're the Plymouth coaches, you're trying to get your second unit, and you tell the kids, respect the game. Try to do your job and respect the game. So you're going to see a lot of new numbers. We're going to do everything we can to try to see them again. Sometimes it's a little hard to pick up the numbers, although I think they show up well on these orange uniforms.
Warner
to kick up. Oh, they let it go, and if it was in the end zone, it's dead. Instead, he picked it up. But here again, they're having to find a way to get some kids a little breather with 19 or 20 kids dressed. So you put some kid back there, probably hasn't done a lot of kickoff returning, and you tell him the thing is, if it sits on the goal line, it's a dead ball. If it sits an inch this side in the field of play, so again, I'm looking at, I think what you're seeing, from what I can tell, is your first defensive unit is still on the field.
They'll be swapping them out here shortly.
Probably one series or whatever the coaches decides. just to look organized again.
That's going nowhere. Loss of 1 or back to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him that. 2nd down and 10.
Well, and I think they're having, again, the Panthers bring players. There's very, very rarely that, other than maybe at the nose tackle, where somebody's going straight forward. They're doing angles and shooting gaps and bringing linebackers. And so, again, experienced offensive lines can have some trouble with this defense.
2nd down and 10. Spread wide. The pitch out. It's back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
The pitch goes to Steinbrenner.
Here again, there hasn't been a threat of a little rollout.
Well, he got up slow too.
And I was saying, Mike, they've got a ton of kids going both ways. Obviously, they're in game number 5. They've been at it since the beginning of August. If you got that few, now granted, the Panthers certainly play a number of players both ways, but they have the opportunity and the luxury of being able to rest them a little bit. Where if you're KML, you don't have a whole lot of that.
3rd down and a long 9. There's the pitch. Ball comes loose. Recovered, I believe, by Kettle Moraine.
They did recover it.
But it's still going to be 4th down. So Kettle Moraine Lutheran goes 3 and out here. Panthers will again get very good field position somewhere around midfield.
The wind is really, the flag's not moving at all, so there's not a lot of wind anymore. Riley's going to be holding Riley beat. He's about 45 yards off before the ball is sitting.
In punt formation. Holden Riley is the safety.
Single safety. Good snap. Good kick. Riley's nice catch.
Taken right at midfield.
The baseball player made a nice catch, hadn't he? Oh!
He almost broke it, but
he breaks it.
He's going to be down at the 44.
I'll tell you, that was a great catch. I know he's a good baseball player. He showed that skill on that baby.
Charger 44-yard line.
Jim's Appliance Sales and Service are all-around appliance needs. Jim DeRune, a certified technician, running home same-day service with possible for all appliances, large and small. Jim Sales can offer you purchase new appliances for all major brands. Jim's over at his lowest prices as well. Call Jim at 892-2333 or email at jim@jims-appliance.com. Visit the website, showroom, jimsappliance.com. Monday through Friday, 7 to 7.
Okay, we got a new
Saturday,
group in on
8
the
to noon.
offense. A lot of new kids. Cole Booth at quarterback, 33 Taylor Struve just carried the football.
Steps his way through the Charger line for a 7-yard gain.
Josh Cole, 22, comes into the ball game. Again, I've got Gabe Hahn, I think, slid into center, 79. 51, Walker Saldini at a guard. We'll get him when we can see him. Right now, I can't see a number. Hand goes to Cole off the left side, cuts it back to the right.
First down.
Cole tries the right side, moves the ball to the
number 2, Ben Meyer is at a wide receiver spot. 81. Corey Teschlock, who played a little in the first half. 14, Joe Steiner, top of the screen as a split.
First and 10 Panthers. Straight ahead for 5.
24, Greg Werner in the ball game. He's been kicking it. This time he gets the open line of scrimmage. 74, Zach Krause, lineman.
Joey Horbus among the tacklers.
Second down and 5. Ball inside the 30 on the 27.
And a Cole off the right side to get a couple hands on him. He keeps going forward. Almost.
Cole breaks it over the right side for a short gain.
Ethan Kurtz running in a play at the receiver spot.
Caleb Grolte among those getting up on the tackle.
I had Zach Krause already, 74.
3rd and 3 for the Panthers.
Cole is going to get the first down.
Handoff is to Struve over the left guard. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
63, Dawson Smith into the line. That's one of the right guards I couldn't pick up.
First and 10 Panthers on the 20-yard line of Kettle Moraine. They keep it on the ground.
Cole right up the middle again.
Wow, big hole. Might be enough for a first down.
Josh Cole is patient and finds a hole, brings the ball inside the Charger 10-yard line.
I'm just saying, if they mark where they mark it. First and goal from the 10.
Goal from the Charger 10.
And that's a 75. I try to pick up that number. 75, Alex Little also in the offensive line. I think I got them all. Again, there's a few that have rolled in and out. Struve right up the middle, just carries the pile. Again, great push by the offensive line. New offensive line.
Breaks through the line for an 8-yard gain.
We'll bring up second goal from the 3.
Caleb Grolke on the bottom of the pile.
Oh, I think we
flags everywhere.
Yeah.
Handoff is to Cole. Left
I think there may have been a little movement.
That'll be against Panthers, yeah.
Of the goal.
Panthers had to be moving.
Well, when the flag comes out, the judge behind the quarterback, it's 99% of the time an offensive penalty.
So instead of second goal from the 2.5, it's going to be second goal
26,
from the 7.
Deshaun Nichols into the ball game again. As we get the different numbers, we try to call them out. If we miss one,
well, they bring it out nearly. That's a 7 or 8.
So, but it'll be second down. So
second goal.
7 or 8. Somebody shot a gap.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. Shot a gap. Now Cole Booth is a point guard in basketball, and I know that he's a different quarterback than Cade. Now if they'd have him keep the ball.
Rather, that's Taylor Struve wrapped up quickly by Caleb Schultz. No gain on the play.
Again, you know, you don't want to embarrass the opponent. By the same token, these kids are down under the bright lights on Friday night, and they want to play. He's got
quarterback keeper going to the corner.
He stayed in bounds and he
did
scored.
Did he stay in?
He had a great job of staying in bounds. In fact, somebody from KML went up.
And for touchdown.
Panthers score another one. As they kick for that extra point, let me thank Huberty CPA and trusted advisors. Never miss an opportunity. With today's constantly changing tax laws, a one-size-fits-all strategy is barely the answer. Individuals and businesses both need a partner who understands the relationship between tax consequences and financial objectives. Huberty's tax expertise allows us to fit your individual or business circumstance with a custom solution so we can anticipate and plan for your needs. That way you will never miss an opportunity. Huberty's CPA and trusted advisors. 892-2423.
48-0 with 3 minutes to go in the
48.
In the third quarter. Again, with a continuous clock, other than the change of possession like this, any incomplete pass, out of bounds.
The kids are going out there to do 48 push-ups. My numbers man next to me says if the kids did all the push-ups all the way through, they've done 192 push-ups tonight.
Thank you, Bethany Alec.
The 50-50 raffle gave all the money.
Yeah, Bethany, our school secretary, fantastic gal, donated it all back.
It's all going towards the family of Mitch.
Yep.
Is going through a bone marrow transplant this weekend.
Well, I will tell you, you are in good hands at Children's Hospital.
You bet. How they're getting ready to kick off, I'm going to mention Francis Chiropractic Clinic. Your health is your wealth. Doctors Dan and G. Francis and staff believe that chiropractic care offers a complete wellness approach by taking genuine interest in your overall well-being, help you top of your game, maintain a healthy lifestyle that includes holistic and homeopathic treatments with nutritional
Kick down
counseling.
to the goal line. K-Mel brings it out. Advances the ball to the 27. Probably their best field position to start a drive for sure.
We want to thank Francis Chiropractic, 893-4833.
Jacob Byron
First
brings
down
the ball out to the
for Kettle Moraine at the 24-yard line.
Charger
24-yard
line. First down, Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Okay, well now try to get other numbers. Kurtz is in at one defensive back, bottom of the screen. 80, Corey Teschlog's at a safety. Ben Myers at a safety. Gossi still in at the top of the screen, corner. Taylor Struve 33, 24. Greg Werner in at linebacker. On the line, Saladini,
Washburn's keeper
Dawson
is
Smith.
stopped by the left side of the Panther line.
No gain. Maybe a loss of a little. Second down and all of 10 for Kettle Moraine.
Evan Lodwig. If that number's right, Evan Lodwig's only a freshman. I'm going to guess that Evan is Bryce's brother. Quarterback around the outside. Well played again by the Panthers.
Yep. Loss on the play. It's going to bring up third down 11 at least.
Aiden Riley still in the ball game.
Loses about 2 yards on the play.
It's going to be third down and almost a dozen. Down to a minute left. Closing down on a minute left in the third quarter with that continuous clock. We'll be out of here early.
Brady Albers. Yeah, it's a minute. Again, it just keeps running. Gossi did a nice job attacking the lead blocker. Nothing there. So you got a bunch of kids with not a lot of varsity experience doing just a fine job on defense. Struve would have played more than a little bit. They're going to drop back. Gossi's going to be back to return the punt. So on one top of the screen, Teschlog, bottom of the screen, Kurtz. In the middle, Ben Meyer. And then basically they left the defense out on the field. Gossi fields up front. Nice catch. Cooper. He's still running. He's still going in. Out.
Gets inside the 40 down to the 38.
I think he had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
Coops.
To the Charger 38-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panther.
And that is the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it's the Panthers 48, Kettle Moraine Lutheran 0. I want to thank American Senior Benefits.
Quarter of play. The score, your Plymouth Panthers 48, the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 0.
If you're retiring or eligible for Medicare or retired and losing your health benefits, American Senior Benefits is there to help. Ryan Riley and Kristen Heidemann are experienced in providing personalized service to help explain and guide you through the Medicare process and provide you through a free needs analysis option available, low cost, best health care coverage. Call them. Call Ryan at 207-0731 or Kristen at 207-8037 to set up an appointment at your home or at their office. American Senior Benefits, they're here to help. Also, Arbuckle Floor and Decorating, master florist of all your floral needs. Contests for weddings, funerals, birthdays, get-wells, holidays, or any occasion. We also have green plants, blooming plants, seasonal plants, decoration, memorial stones, garden stones, willow tree, wine, chocolates, greeting cards, coffee, balloons, party supplies. Proudly serving Sheboygan, Ozaki, Washington, Fond du Lac counties. We deliver the Arbuckle Floor and Decorating located at 220 East Mill Street in Plymouth. And those are your backers, Scott.
And we
back to the teams and teams here.
Without
Plymouth,
those backers,
Wisconsin.
we could not do these broadcasts, period. Sports, football, boys and girls basketball, volleyball, wrestling, softball. 6 sports and lots of kids and lots of families get to watch the youth and the athletes in Plymouth on Plymouth TV 14. Direct snap to Booth.
Second effort gets him near the 30-yard line. Gain of 9.
Again, you're running in.
Josh Cole dances his way through Charger defenders for a 9-yard gain.
Struve, they tried to tear the ball away. They didn't get it.
This
Taylor picks
handoff
up a
is
first
to
down.
Taylor Struve, who spins for another Plymouth Panther first down.
Let's see a little different number. And Matt Tim, sophomore lineman into the ball game, number 60.
First and 10 Panthers on the 26-yard line of Kettle Moraine.
Struve right up. I'll tell you, they follow that guard. That guard
Struve
kicked
takes
out.
the handoff.
So they down block, guard kicked out. They say that they
Thrown
see
to
that
the
gap.
ground by
There's running backs.
Brendan
That's
Eckendorf,
they're coaching them. They
but
take it
not
and they
till he
turn
has
up
picked 8 yards.
up the field. Gail Grahn coaches the backs and QBs. Plant and go.
Second and a couple.
Meyer and Kurtz. Meyer at the top, Kurtz at the bottom of the screen. Struve again. That time played a little bit better by KML. The defensive end crashed down. They did.
This
Lineman couldn't
handoff
get
is
to him.
to Struve, met quickly by
If he picked up anything, maybe a
Maybe
little
a gain
bit.
of 1.
Knoll, among others. Third and 1.
We're doing another thing. We're going to say, Team Mitch, go fight win. Team Mitch, go fight win. Team Mitch, go fight win.
Handoff is to the fullback. On the dive play, surges ahead for a Plymouth Panther first down. Handoff is again to Warner.
So we
Right up the middle.
Trying to count the number of backs that have carried the ball.
Joey
Probably
Corbett
6 anyway.
collapses down.
More than that. 7 or even 8.
A lot of new guys are getting in the game.
2
Scott.
yards
if I
on the
can-
play.
Well,
Good form.
they've had mostly the same linemen. And I'll tell you, Matt Tim's at center. They're going to direct snap to Booth now. So they run the straight I formation. Snap is go. A little buzz on it.
That time a little bit of room.
Struve keeps fighting, though. I'll tell you what. He was stopped. He picked up 3 or 4 more
Struve
yards.
goes over right tackle.
Gets down to maybe the 4.
Brett Scheifelbein among the tacklers.
So what they did, Gabe Hahn, I think, is their backup center. Normally, he'd get one series, and I bring in
About
another
a
kid.
6-yard gain on the play.
Other than that, Struve right up the middle.
There he is, straight ahead. I was going to say touchdown, but no.
Struve pushes the line ahead.
But I think it's first down.
Be first and goal, though, from the
Near
1.
the goal line.
They're running the ball. The clock runs anyway.
It'll be first and goal inside
Sean Nichols
the
back in
1
at
yard
running
line.
back.
No.
Struve into the middle. And
Struve looks for a hole
Fish
between
on
The
the
same
far
touchdown
side.
on the far
Yeah,
side.
both sides are saying
Plymouth
touchdown.
takes the
Touchdown.
touchdown.
And some Plymouth kids are going out there going, oh, goodness, I have to do how many push-ups? 50?
Well,
How many?
Their pectoral muscles will be a little tight tomorrow.
That means that if you did all the push-ups at each interval now, we've got the total at 247 push-ups tonight. If they make the extra point, it'd be 248. 247 push-ups. Let's get ready, and it is good.
Cooper Gassi's extra point is good. The score, your Plymouth Panthers 55, the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 0.
The Panthers are going to have a whole different game next Friday night, Scott. They travel to Kewaskum.
And Plymouth, Kewaskum, and Berlin, again, were considered to be the front runners for the conference. Well, they got beat by Berlin, and they can't change that game. But Kewaskum's good. And there is no comparable game, really. Kewaskum scrimmage Falls, I know, and Kewaskum scrimmage Eisenhower. And Eisenhower thought they handled them pretty well in the scrimmage, but that's a scrimmage, so many things change. But it's at Kewaskum. They're a well-coached team. They have a very athletic quarterback. There were some suspicions about their line. I get all this stuff because I have my daughter, husband, and 3 little boys live in Kewaskum, and we all know, coaches know each other. So it'll be another great high school game. Travel that 26 miles to Kewaskum High School.
That's right.
And go support the Panthers and watch some great football.
Ball taken at the 19, brought up to the 25. Hesitating, and that's not good. He does not get past the 25. A late fumble.
And so when
And they pass it back. And this time I think Kettle Moraine gets it back. So Kettle Moraine will start with the ball at their own 13.
Returns the ball 5 yards, fumbled, recovered by the Panthers.
I'm sure it was Mello recovered it. And if Mello was trying to think too much on that one, tried to toss it backwards.
Yeah, Mello wants to pass it back to somebody to continue the run. And Kettle Moraine covers it.
Here again, we'll catch a couple different numbers that we see him filter onto the field. Sam Shutter, sophomore, number 3 out on the field. Number 70, Tate Back, sophomore. So a lot of the kids that what we do now, for those that aren't aware of it, it's been for several years, they run a JV or varsity reserve game on Monday night. So these kids have had some rest. They played on Monday night.
Oh, back to pass.
Nice play. Curtsy. Ethan Kurtz at the last minute, he batted it away.
Defending on the play.
That was a good pass, you have to admit. Very
nice
good coverage
toss,
by the Panthers.
Well, it looked like he was beaten, but what he did is he looked at the eyes of the receiver, didn't look back for the ball, and got there, bang, tipped it away. It was a great play. Booth also now in out on defense. I'm sure I'm going to miss him though. I apologize if we do. 71 on the field. Isaac Kroos.
Second time. Back to the option. Quarterback keeps it.
Again, goes out of bounds, but the clock doesn't stop.
Benjamin Washburn runs towards the sideline. Gains about 6 yards on the play.
Again, I called Evan Lodwig 65 in the ball game. 6, Jack Lidke, freshman, was just out in the field. Defensive back, and I played some quarterback on JVs.
This bit of news from the family. Mitch Arnold has completed the bone marrow transplant and is doing well.
They just announced to our audience here that the transplant to Mitch Arnold has been completed at Children's Hospital, and he is doing well.
And now it's the recovery. You've got to get those cells to graft and take hold, and keep him out of chance to catch an infection.
Right.
It's huge.
Our thoughts are with him and his family.
Again, well played. That was almost completed.
Preston Barrett.
They went on 4th down, even though they're inside their own 20. What do you got here? You're down 55-0. Continuous clock. We're down under 4.5 minutes left in the game. This could be the last touch of the Panthers on the ball with the way the clock's moving.
Right. you got a couple things you can do. You just run what you're running. I mean, they've got freshmen and sophomores out on the field on both sides of the ball. I see 73, Chance Miller, number 10, running out on the field. So you got it. You know, you've emptied the bench, so to speak. You just want the kids just play the game.
Handoff is to Greg Werner.
34, Corey Hops carried the ball.
Including Jackson Birch, the first to reach him. No gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10. We're closing in on the 3-minute mark of the game.
Struve right up the middle, carries tacklers. One of the things that, and again, I think just these kids they came out because they're tired. I mean, they're worn out. They've had to play a lot, and you know, no first contact is stopping anybody in this whole second half.
Brandon Heckendorf among the tacklers. 3rd and a long 3.
Under 3 minutes in the ball game.
Well, I want to thank you, Scott, for being here. I want to also thank Brad Volbrick and Todd Niles for not being here.
Right. Benefit to us all. Hopped on a straight dive again.
Turner is wrapped up after a short gain by Daniel Kane. Leaves the Panthers with a 4th and 2.
Another night, Scott, where the Panther punt team did not get on the field.
They're going to snap it in right at about the 2-minute mark. 4th and about 2. I think they're going to run something very, very simple. Again, tailback dive, tailback on right. Struve gets down to about the 5.
This to Struve.
Now, it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
The way the clock runs, I think they're going to have to run one more play, but you may see them just take a knee.
You know, I would wonder if they just don't take a knee and just skip this over with.
Once the ball is set, it's 25 seconds. So if I'm official, I'm going to take a little time to set the ball.
That's right.
And then there.
And the Panthers do take a knee.
See, now, I wouldn't set it. I wouldn't start the 25-second clock.
They're going to have to take the knee 2 more times.
So he started it in at 1:20. So 80 seconds. So we have to snap it by 55 seconds.
Yeah.
Of course, you can take the penalty.
Well, of course.
See now, just don't set it, don't start it.
There'll be one more knee taken.
See now, he started it right away. He didn't have to do that. I mean, by the book, as soon as it's set, you start the clock. You can hold on. In this situation, you don't have to do that, but that's how it is.
We'll come to you next week from Kewaskum, where the Panthers will take on what we perceive to be the undefeated Kewaskum Indians in what will be a fantastic game. So mark your calendars now. Take the little drive to Kewaskum and watch the Panthers take on the Kewaskum Indians next week. But for tonight, the Plymouth Panthers win 55-0 over Kettle Moraine Lutheran. We'll see you next week with Panther football.